before we finished this debate on the flat Earth or the ball Earth, I went into this about 2 years ago. It came to my attention. I ignored it for the first year, just like most people do. I just thought this whole flat Earth movement was a bunch of nonsense by a bunch of ignorant people that are just trying to distract us from reality and what's going on. Just another distraction. And I thought there was possibly an infiltration by the elite to just confuse us. And then a year later, I started looking at it more seriously, and I thought, let me explore what these guys are saying. Let me see if there's any merit to what they say. So I was looking for some undeniable, irrefutable scientific facts that I could hook myself into. And I found that in the very simple realization that there is no curvature. And this simply blew my mind. So I urge you, those that are really struggling with this flat Earth thing, the ball Earth versus the flat Earth, go out there, do some research, and look at the curvature issue. This is the most important scientific, irrefutable fact that will hopefully launch you on a more detailed journey of research. And this is a view from Michigan City to Chicago, across Lake Michigan. That view across there, I believe, is about 40 miles. Well, 40 miles across the lake, Chicago should be completely invisible. If you use the mathematical formula to calculate the curvature of the Earth, the curvature of the so-called horizon, beyond which ships disappear on the ocean, which is absolute nonsense, and you'll see why when you start to research this, we should not be able to see Chicago at all. Maybe the top of that tallest tower will possibly be seen, because from 40 miles away, that Chicago should be about 1,060 miles, 1,060 feet below the horizon based on the curvature. The formula to calculate the curvature of the Earth, of the horizon, is 8 times distance in miles squared. Okay, if you don't know this, remember this. If you do research, you'll find it very quickly. 8 times distance in miles squared. So this is 40 miles. So 40 times 40 is 1,600. So it'll be 8 times 1,600, and you get the answer in inches. Do those numbers, and you'll see it's impossible to see Chicago from Michigan City if the Earth was a ball, and therefore there is no curvature. No curvature from any height. As you know, I've done a lot of flying around the world, and no matter what height you are in an aeroplane, the horizon always rises up to meet you at halfway down, halfway up in the sky. The horizon is always at eye level. And there is simply no curvature. I do this every time I fly. I pick up one of the menus or something in the pocket in front of me, and I put it up against the window, and you can see it's as flat as possible. Here is another example. This Dinyang Bridge in China. It's 102 miles long. In 102 miles, there should be curvature of 6,900 feet. So from the one side to the other, you should not even be able to see the other side, and yet you do very, very clearly. The more you go and do your research, the more you realize that you can see across vast, flat water space and see people walking on the beach where you should not be able to see them. So the only conclusion we can reach is the fact that you can see that there is no curvature. Here's one of the greatest researchers of our time, Auguste Piccard. Very few people know about him until you start doing this research, and you realize that the commander of the spaceship Enterprise in Star Trek is called Auguste Piccard, after this particular explorer, French explorer in 1931, that went up into space in his hot air balloon. He still holds the world record of going highest in his hot air balloon. I believe he went up something like 15 miles, or was it 16 kilometers high, or 56 kilometers? Sorry, I speak under correction now. And when he came back, they thought he got lost in space, and when he came back after 48 hours or so, obviously he became a highly celebrated individual. And in his description that was printed in Popular Science in 1931, he states very clearly that from up there, the Earth seemed a flat disk with upturned edges.